Does this put a bow on it? Is this the official end of the celebration period?
Yeah, I think you're right on with that. I mean, listen, from a team perspective, I know from the coaching perspective, Claude really wanted to turn the page, if you will, come October 4th, rightfully so. But this is really, as you say, puts the bow on it. It's the icing on the cake. It's the special moment that you put in the memory banks to say, yeah, we went to the White House, we brought the Stanley Cup there, and shook hands with the president. And it was a very nice ceremony.
Any pinch yourself moments today?
A few. I mean, listen, it's it really is a unique experience coming in here, and you may have been a tourist to walk through the White House, but to bring the Stanley Cup here as an invited guest is something different.
It's a pretty special place because personally, walking in, I kind of felt like I've been to a few palaces and places that are the seats of government, but you walk in here and you sort of feel like, yeah, this is our house. It feels that way.
It does. I mean, you touch history at every turn here. I mean, we walked through and saw artifacts from Lincoln to George Washington. My goodness, from every president on up to number 44 here today. So, really, as you say, you're walking through history, and it's a treat to be here.
Can we talk team a little bit? I was speaking with your dad a few moments ago, and he said that in the cultivation of the Chiarelli era, that you were instrumental in getting Peter here and sort of riding out a couple of rough waves at the beginning of it. The plan seems to be working. The window is open again this year, and it looks as if it's going to be open for a couple of years. That's becoming an increasingly rare trait in the business of American sport, where success almost automatically gets punished by the way leagues are set up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Listen, first and foremost, I think that was a compliment. So thank you for that. I certainly cannot take all the credit for what's happened, but I do think that having brought on Peter and brought on Cam as we have over the past few years, it's really helped solidify organization structure and what's the expectation of not only ownership but of our players, and it seems to really permeate the building now, which is something I'm very proud of. In terms of competitive balance, I would say that given the salary cap, the cap of where it's at, and it's going to force us to make some hard decisions in the coming years. But right now, as you say, it looks like we're in a sweet spot, and maybe those hard decisions we can push off for a year or two. And if we can, and we have success with it, all the better for the guys that might hit the free agent market. But I think, just to get back to the theme, that the expectations there, and it permeates the building, and that's something I'm very proud of.